Who can stop the path of Cage?
Excalibur, before we get rolling with this episode of Dark, I want you to understand something along with our audience. I am not going to get into any specifics or details with my business relationship with the Machine Brian Cage and his dominant and victorious actions at Double or Nothing in the Casino ladder match. Now, let's get rocking and rolling with Dark.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another supersized edition of AEW Dark. Myself, Excalibur, joined by the human suplex machine himself, Taz. And Taz, we've got a great night of action lined up.
Absolutely. I love it. Past few weeks, we've been doing these supersized Darks, and it'll be no different. This episode is going to be off the chart.
All the aspects of AEW will be represented here tonight from the tag team singles, men's and women's division. And let's throw it down to our colleague, Dasha Gonzalez, to introduce the first match of the evening.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, representing the Dark Order, John Silver and Alex Reynolds.
Well, Taz, Dark Order still running rampant all over AEW, and here tonight on Dark, Silver and Reynolds making their return to in-ring action.
And their opponents, being accompanied to the ring by Brandy Rhodes, the team of the Natural, Dustin Rhodes, and QT Marshall, Natural Nightmares.
And Taz, we saw Dustin Rhodes make his shocking return back to AEW last Saturday night, and it was great to see Dustin back in the ring.
Yeah, listen, Dustin's one of the best in the game for a lot of years, and he's, we've talked about it a lot. He's in fine, fickle, great shape, and he showed it at Double or Nothing for sure. So, I guess it's good to see Dustin back. Yeah, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, I have no heat with Dustin. Let's put it that way. The other guy, QT Marshall, I'm not crazy about him. On a personal level, that's a different story. Personal level. Yeah.
Well, we'll put a pin in that and return to it later, because right now, this supersized edition of AEW Dark about to kick off. Our first match is QT Marshall and Dustin Rhodes, the Natural Nightmares, taking on the Dark Order, Alex Reynolds, who is in the ring, and John Silver.
Excalibur had mentioned on the entrance of Reynolds and Silver about how the Dark Order running rampant, running roughshod and all. You have Mr. Brody Lee, who's calling the shots, okay? That is a bad man with bad intentions, and all these guys that work for him in that Dark Order are terrified. So that's why they're working so hard and taking people out.
Don't want to let the boss down.
That's right.
And right now, QT Marshall and Dustin Rhodes, though, showing no signs of ring rust for their tag team as the Natural Nightmare. Dustin with that deep arm drag takes Reynolds over the top and controls that left arm, slamming him shoulder first into that top turnbuckle.
And you see Dustin, no wasted motion. Once he came out of that corner, he came up with a big uppercut shot right to the jaw and keeps his opponent in the corner to tag in QT.
QT comes in with that right hand to the midsection. The jumping knee lift by Dustin, and QT, oh, look at that.
QT, huh?
Sandwiching Alex Reynolds, and QT. Who is this?
Wait, what?
That's Allie. Allie's got QT's apple. Almost.
Wow.
Look at this. QT motivated by the sight of Allie biting into the apple.
Does he bring one apple? I guess it's just one. Yeah, I guess so, right? If she has the apple.
It's a very special apple, as we are quickly finding out. Look how fired up QT Marshall is.
He's motivated.
He's like, his eyes popping out of his head like he's Roger Rabbit.
What are you doing?
It's almost as if QT Marshall has never seen a woman eat before, Taz.
Yeah, it's kind of odd. Brandy's trying to get the focus back for QT, but yeah, that is.
Oh!
See, that's the deal. You take your eye off the ball, and next thing you know, you get lit up.
Get him back, man.
And John Silver blindsiding QT Marshall, returning him to the ring.
So those out there wondering how Excalibur knows it's a cover, that it's Silver. I mean, the masks come on, off, but we know it's them. You can see the difference in the bodies between Silver and Reynolds.
Also the big beard coming out of the bottom as well.
That's a pretty good giveaway. Good call. Good job. Whoa! Good job.
The
Yeah.
speed of Silver covered. Oh, not even a 1 count.
You see that intensity right there, that speed that you pointed out by Silva. I mean, again, that's being motivated by Mr. Brody Lee behind the scenes.
Yeah, they're definitely motivated by fear and by an immense respect for Mr. Brody Lee. Aew still looking on, kind of observing the progress of QT Marshall, but Marshall is just getting a drubbing right now here at the hands of Dark Order.
Yeah, that distraction of just seeing it, he was just totally, QT just, like I said, took his eye off the ball, his opponent, just staring at Aew.
Cover, hook of the leg.
You think he was staring at Aew or the apple?
Perhaps both.
I'm sure.
He is very fond of apples.
Yes. Well, good job right here of Silver and Reynolds trying to just cut the ring off and single out QT Marshall. But QT showing a lot of fighting out of the corner.
Yeah, he's trying to blast his way out of the corner, but Reynolds popped him up, and Silver caught him on the way down, diving into the cover. 2 count only for Silver.
That's how you go for a cover. You go for a cover with a sense of urgency, man. I'll tell you what, I've seen Silver wrestle a lot. I've seen Reynolds wrestle a lot. Never this type of intensity. And again, I'm going to go back to Mr. Brody Lee. I think that's a huge part of it. Look at that round kick right to the pec area of QT. Kick him again. There you go. That a boy.
Silver lighting up QT Marshall, and look at the face of QT Marshall.
He caught it.
And tossing him over the top. Almost like a shoulder capture suplex. But, QT cut off at the pass. Alex Reynolds able to impede his progress, and now QT makes the tag. Dustin Rhodes comes in, ducks the lariat attempt, and hits one of his own, hits 2 of his own.
Yeah, Dustin definitely, I've talked about in the past how rangy he is. Those long legs of his, he takes up so much of the ring.
Big right hands delivered to both members of the Dark Order. Manhattan dropped there by Dustin, charging in, and the running Bulldog plants Reynolds face first, center of the ring. Silver charges in, and Dustin with the power slam.
A really nice scoop, quick snap power slam on Silver by Dustin.
Tremendous velocity on the rotation there, Taz.
Yeah, it's all hip motion and quick hands as you scoop and tighten up. You keep your opponent close to your body and pop your hips quick to the side, and next thing you know, you got a snap power slam.
And now, may not even need it after Dustin hit the Canadian Destroyer. And the Diamond Cutter by QT Marshall. Cover 1, 2, 3. That is it. The Natural Nightmares victorious.
Here are your winners, Natural Nightmare.
Well, eventually we're getting to the bottom of what's going on here with Aew with the apple and QT's apple. QT, again, like you said, maybe not used to seeing a woman eat something, so he's staring. But that cutter was awesome, and we've seen the inspiration of Diamond Dallas Page on Road 2 with it.
DDP bestowing the cutter to QT Marshall, and QT used it here to great effect tonight.
Check this out, Excalibur. Brandon Cutler is going to go one-on-one against Michael Nakazawa.
The following contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Tokyo, Japan, weighing 203 pounds, Michael Nakazawa!
Well, Taz, Michael Nakazawa, the master of Turkish oil wrestling. Seeing some action here tonight on Dark, and I know you're a big fan of Turkish oil wrestling.
Well, I used to be. Until I saw too much of it, and then I became an unfan of it.
Well, perhaps Nak can win you over here tonight.
We'll see.
And his opponent, from Rancho Cucamonga, California, weighing 198 pounds, Randy Cutler!
Now, Taz, earlier, before this match, you asked me a question about what Cutler has in his hand. What did you call that?
It's a gimmick ball.
It's a polyhedral die.
But same thing. Gimmick ball, polyhedral die, same thing.
It is a D20 and 20-sided die. And Cutler usually rolls the die to kind of portend the outcome of the match, but thus far, Cutler still winless in AEW, and he and the librarian Peter Avalon have been engaging in a war of words about who's going to be the first to score a victory in AEW.
Yeah, Cutler needs to turn that page. Maybe he needs to get a new gimmick ball or something, because sitting 0-12 and 0-7 in 2020. You know, I mean, really, he's got to try and fix this, and maybe tonight is the night where he can get a victory here over Nakazawa.
You know, Michael Nakazawa does not want to have that dubious distinction on his record to be the first man to be pinned or submitted by Brandon Cutler in an AEW ring.
They're going for a side headlock, and he let go of it quickly, did Cutler. I was a little surprised he did that, but good wrist control by Nakazawa. Well, he had wrist control. Now, where's he? Oh, there we go.
Oh, look at this. Bryce Remsburg has seen enough.
Whoa!
He's just ejected the bottle of Turkish oil from the building, and Cutler threw out the backup. Oh, look at this. Cutler gets rolled up. 1, 2.
I'll tell you one thing about Bryce. Well, ref, he was never a quarterback or a pitcher in his day.
1, 2 count.
This guy's got an arm like a freaking wet noodle.
Cutler was able to sneak out the back door. Inside cradle by Nakazawa. Cover again. 1, 2. Again, only a 2 count.
Yeah, frequent covers for sure. Duck that clothesline, and Nakazawa go behind and
runs Cutler into the ropes. Looking perhaps for an O'Connor roll, but Cutler able to avoid it and comes flying in with that big elbow strike. Cover again. No, Nakazawa able to kick out.
Cutler covers so much ground, Excalibur, when he springboards. He's a long-limbed athlete, tall athlete, and when he springboards, man, he just soars across the ring. He almost went across the whole ring with that flying forearm or elbow. A Russian leg sweep here.
Yeah, Cutler 6 feet 2 inches tall. He's very lanky, and he uses it to great effect as he goes off the bottom rope. Brandon Cutler shocks the world. 1, 2, no!
You know, Cutler tweeted something earlier. I'm not going to paraphrase his tweet because I don't remember. I mean, he's actually lucky I follow him, to be honest with you, but I digress. Here's the thing. He tweeted something like, "It's time for a change. I've been losing." That wasn't the tweet, but it was similar to something like that.
That was the message. And Cutler... He has an opportunity here tonight. Nakazawa's fortunes inside the AEW ring have not been much better. And knocking Cutler around with those elbow shots. Nakazawa, it's the ropes, ducks under the clothesline. And the spear turns Cutler inside out.
A lot of impact on that spear. Nakazawa built up a plethora of speed.
Well, Nakazawa does have that background in American football. He played in college in Japan, and now a high right roundhouse kick from Cutler, and Cutler goes over that top, and another kick takes down Nakazawa. 1, 2, no, says Bryce Remsburg.
Well, good toughness by Nakazawa, able to kick out, and Cutler was smart to go for a cover as aggressively as he did. So you can see both these men really want and need a victory.
That would do a lot to change both men's fortune inside AEW. And Nakazawa, those right-handed palm strike shots to the ribs.
Whoa,
he's got no more of that Turkish oil.
You might want to need some hand sanitizer, to be honest with you, after that. What the hell was going on there? Jeez.
That's usually where he has his backup supply. Cutler covers, hooks the far leg.
How big are this guy's trunks? He's got a loaf of bread. What else he got in there? A can of pork and beans? What's he got going on in there? His trunks are ripping, too.
He was digging so vigorously in his trunks, he blew out the back.
Jeez, camera 3, please. Let's get off that shot.
And Cutler laying in some right hands. He's got Nakazawa in the corner.
That intensity by Cutler. Oh, quick block.
But Nakazawa reverses things. Series of chops in the corner. But Cutler turns the tables on Nakazawa.
Physical right here, Excalibur. Both these men bringing physicality. Look at that shot there by Brendan.
Nakazawa, though, turns the tables once again. And Taz, I mean, you could speak to how much a single victory can mean inside the ring. We've seen it do wonders for somebody like QT Marshall.
Sure.
And since once he got a taste of winning, he does not want to go back.
Correct. It's momentum. You build momentum. Brendan Cutler seems to be cut open on top of his head. Something happened here. He's got some, unless that's his paint. I think he's got a little bit of a.
He does not bleed green, but he does bleed red. Right over the eyebrow.
Told you it was physical. Yeah, you can see the top of his head. You got a little slice in it. Another day at the office.
Oh, Cutler! Oh, what a big cannonball sent on 2. No! And did you see how Cutler very effortlessly leapt up to the top rope from a flat-footed inside the ring?
I've praised him before, Brandon Cutler. He does some really athletic stuff that I don't think he gets enough credit for. Now he just realizes that he's split open a little bit, and that can definitely get your engine going even more and get you to another level. So Cutler might get more intense now. We have to see in his own blood.
Cutler's got Nakazawa up on the shoulders. He's in the torture rack position.
Does he have the legs to do whatever he's about to do? Because he was a little shaky there.
Oh! Just dumps Nakazawa over the top rope.
Man, like a sack of beans or potatoes or whatever stuff's in a sack.
Well, you can put a lot of things in a sack.
In sacks. Pillowcases. Well,
pillowcase is kind of like a sack.
It is a sack. Yeah.
Body slam on the outside, and Brandon Cutler. I think Brandon Cutler's asking for a count out.
Well, I mean, that's an interesting. Well, look at this.
No,
springboard!
No! The diving elbow drop across the back of Nakazawa. Nakazawa didn't even see it coming. And Cutler, since he got busted open, he's been showing a lot of aggression, Taz.
Let's take a look at his springboard and that elbow and all of his body weight and his hip and everything right across the back, as you said, Excalibur, of Michael Nakazawa.
The back and the ribs of Nakazawa being punished right there. And Nakazawa rolling to the floor to try to get out of Brandon Cutler's way.
Oh! Was Bryce? He's still counting. He's giving him a little bit of a little break with this count.
And Cutler.
Somebody's got to get back in the ring here.
Yeah, the scoop, and no, look at this. Cutler gets run into the barricade, and Nakazawa rolls under the bottom rope. But that is it. Brandon Cutler was counted out.
Well, that was close.
For the first time ever, there has been a count out in All Elite Wrestling, and Brandon Cutler.
I'll tell you.
Here's your winner by count out, Michael Nakazawa.
I think Cutler might have a gripe here, a legitimate gripe. I don't know, man. It's hard to tell. I think he might have got part of his upper body in there before the 10-count hit by Bryce.
Well, the referee's decision is final, Taz, and Brandon Cutler has been defeated by countout by Michael Nakazawa.
Wow. First count out, huh? Look at that.
The first disqualification came inside that Iron Man match between Pac and Kenny Omega. Oh, what is this?
Brandon! Wow! Again! You lose!
Why is he screaming?
You suck, Brandon! Brandon, what is that now? 0-13? Woo! You are the worst wrestler in AEW. No, you might be the librarian, but I can read you like a book, buddy.
Whoa.
You're afraid. You're afraid that I'm gonna get a win before you. You're afraid I'm gonna leave you in the dust, and you're gonna be the worst wrestler in AEW. Oh, you think so? You think so, bud? Well, you know what? My match is right now. So watch me get this W. Beat it.
Well, Peter Avalon, some big words for Brandon Cutler.
Peter Avalon, very loud for not a large individual.
I'm watching, Peter. I'm watching. And Avalon, I think he needs to learn that a microphone actually amplifies your voice. You don't need to shout into it.
Shouting and screaming. Well,
and
it looks like Cutler's
Brandon Cutler
heading this way here. Let's get a chair. Can we get a chair for Mr. Cutler? Here you go.
Brandon Cutler joining us here in the booth.
There we go. Well, Brandon Cutler joining us here on commentary.
Can you believe that?
Well, wow.
I had him.
You did have him. I said you had. I think you had a legitimate gripe. I do feel part of your upper body was under the bottom rope before that count out.
Exactly.
Seriously.
Well, how did Bryce make that call?
Well, you burned a lot of time on the outside. You were wasting time. You could have put Nakazawa away at any point.
All right. You know what? I don't need to focus on that. What I need to focus on is getting a win, and I'm only going to do that in my next match.
You need to focus on that cut. How bad is it? What do you think we got going on there? You got a little blood going, but
Yeah, how is he not? How's he okay?
And his opponent, being accompanied to the ring by Luchasaurus and Marco Stunt Jurassic Express, weighing 157 pounds, Jungle Boy!
Big display for Jungle Boy, one of the hottest young competitors in AEW. And I think Peter Avalon is going to have his work cut out for him. Brandon, you faced Jungle Boy in the past.
I did.
I mean, you know how tough he is.
He is one of the best prospects here in AEW. That guy can move fast and hit hard.
You got to be happy right now, Cutler, because a guy that you dislike and dislikes you and Avalon, who just came out and talked trash, he's like, to Excalibur's point, he's going to have a tough road here with Jungle Boy. You got to be loving this.
I mean, he's going to have to earn it.
Right.
But here's the thing. I mean, we both know Peter Avalon. We know that he's a very capable professional wrestler, and I think, I mean, he's got a puncher's chance here.
Yeah, I believe so. I think he is the favored one to win in this.
No, we'll see.
Wait, you just said Peter Avalon's the favorite?
sorry. I thought we were talking about Jungle Boy.
You're still a little bit flustered.
I'm wiping blood from my face.
That might be a first on commentary that someone, a guest commentator, is wiping blood. We need more of that.
Collar and elbow tie up there. Avalon taking the wrist of Jungle Boy.
Yeah,
Jungle Boy just going through, and he turns the tables on Avalon, Taz.
Yeah, extremely quick is Jungle Boy, and well, look at Avalon showing his...
Like I said, he's no slouch.
Yeah, nice hammerlock applied right there. Yeah, doing a good job.
Avalon is a student of the game. Does believe the librarian thing is not just a gimmick. He does believe in a lot of preparation, a lot of research. But Jungle Boy lighting him up with that chop.
Hey, Cutler, bring us inside, man. And we're talking about the speed and athleticism of Jungle Boy. Talk about that. I mean, you feel that quickness when you're competing against him, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah. You can't pin him down.
Right.
He's so fast. He's so strong, too. Look at him. He's
deceptively strong, yeah.
Yeah, he's pure muscle.
Yeah, just
guy lives in the jungle.
Right.
All protein diet.
Yeah,
Nice.
look at that.
Beautiful headlock takedown. Beautiful side headlock takedown.
I will say, though, Peter is fundamentally sound. I do respect him there.
Avalon loses grip of Jungle Boy and now goes underneath the clothesline attempt, and Jungle Boy with the waistlock just dumps Avalon out. Avalon goes for the trip. Jungle Boy cartwheels over. The bypass, and Jungle Boy step up into the tiaras.
That's where he'll get you before you even know what's happening.
Just slapped him right in the middle of the sternum, did Jungle Boy to Avalon.
Jungle Boy up to the
Look at
middle,
that.
up
Look at
to
that.
the top, off the ropes, and then twisting with the
Beautiful.
arm drag. Avalon doesn't know which way to go, and he walked right into that drop
Followed up
kick.
with a great magic missile drop kick.
Best thing to do is what Avalon did and stop the momentum, get out of the ring because you're getting your ass whooped. So that's smart.
Yeah, but
But he,
ooh,
Avalon
he
bailed
knew it.
out. Yeah, he saw Jungle Boy was about to take
I
flight.
was gonna say that's usually his follow-up.
But Avalon showing his smarts there.
Yo, quit it.
And
I don't need this right now.
walking right into Luchasaurus.
Come on, dude.
I just standing here, man.
And Marcos got his. Peter Avalon.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
he's gonna get some flack for that.
Jurassic Express on the outside, and now Leva Bates
Stop that!
trying to call a truce in the middle of a
She
wrestling
might
match.
be the only adult out of these.
And she has blue hair, but let's...
Now Avalon grabs Jungle Boy, rams him face first into
Dirty.
that ring post.
Dirty. I mean, if that's how you want to get your first win, Peter.
Well, sometimes you got to do that, Cutler. You know that by any means necessary because it's tough going, right? When you guys are arguing about who's going to get their first W, that's a big deal, right? So, I mean, I could understand and I could appreciate him trying to do that. Yeah, it's a dirty move, slamming a guy's face into the ring post, but you got to do what you got to do, you know? Look at his intensity.
I mean, you were slamming Nakazawa on the ramp.
I just
He did
learned
do
that
that.
lesson.
did.
I let the rage go a little bit within myself. And, I mean, look, it doesn't help you.
Right.
Well, now Avalon covers, hooks the far leg, only a 2 count. Jungle Boy still rattled by having his head slammed into that steel ring post.
Yeah, there was a lot of impact there. You know, we do know Jungle Boy is resilient. He's very tough. So we'll see if he can battle through this. But right now, Avalon doing the right thing. He knows he's got Jungle Boy literally on the ropes, and he's bringing the offense.
And those rib punches hurt, man. Those knock the wind out of you.
Oh, but nobody home there. Jungle Boy rolls him up. Cover. Only a 2 count.
Oh,
Now
wow, look
again
at
into a
that.
cover.
Oh, I can learn something there.
Jungle Boy very aggressive. Avalon, though, with that leg lariat takes Jungle Boy down.
Quicker with the cover. Yeah, you
Cover,
waited a
hooks.
little long. You can't wait with a guy like Jungle Boy. You got to go quick.
We saw how tough, how resilient Jungle Boy was last Saturday night at Double or Nothing. And now he's taking the fight to Avalon, but Avalon looking pretty good right now.
Yeah.
Got those legs scissored around Jungle Boy's head.
If you're Jungle Boy, get to your belly. You want to turn, well, get to the ropes.
Yeah.
That's smart, good match
Cutting
sense.
off the oxygen.
Yeah, but you want to try to turn to the stomach, your stomach, and it'll break the hold. But the rope break works too.
Ropes, effective break, but we saw Avalon peppering Jungle Boy with some shots to the head. And now just stomping the chest, choking.
Yeah, again going
Jungle
for
Boy.
the airways.
Avalon jawing with the other members of Jurassic Express. He took his focus off Jungle Boy for just a second.
Yeah, bad move. You can't do that.
There's the quickness. Look at how many strikes he's gotten in that matter of time.
Those stinging shots from Jungle Boy, but Avalon cuts him off the boot to the midsection, follows up with a scoop and a slam. Now Avalon headed up top. Moonsault, press nobody home.
Brutal.
Tough landing right there on that moonsault.
Beautiful form on the moonsault, but unfortunately for Peter Avalon, the pool was empty. And Jungle Boy, big back elbow, front elbow
Here
strike.
comes.
Yeah, here comes the flurry. This is not good
He's
for
on
Avalon.
a roll here.
And Jungle Boy,
Big
that
clothesline.
just flattens Avalon.
It just turned Avalon inside out right there. And you talked about the power, Cutler, of Jungle Boy, and he just showed it.
Yeah.
But Avalon escapes. Oh, the pump kick. He's got Jungle Boy staggered. He's going to bring him up into the suplex. Jungle Boy, though, floats over to the apron. Shoulder to the midsection. And now Jungle Boy coming off the middle.
my
Whoa!
Wow.
DDT.
Gotta be
1, 2. No! Avalon
Just-
somehow kicks out.
Beauty.
Toughness right there. Toughness by the librarian, Peter Avalon. That DDT was picture perfect.
That was a beautiful wreck to witness.
That was some Ray Phoenix-esque rope walking
Yeah.
by Jungle Boy. And now
That guy's
Avalon, inside cradle. 1,
He don't have
2.
the leg. He lost his
scared me
legs.
for a second.
Yeah, he lost his legs.
Avalon's got Jungle Boy up on the shoulders. Just pancakes him. It's the ropes. Drives him face first. Almost
Those combinations are defeating, man.
a low trajectory flatliner. Now he's got him set up. Going for the martinis. He plants him.
Upset.
Oh.
Big upset.
One,
No.
Big
two.
upset.
Oh, thank you, Jungle Boy.
The frustration in the face of Avalon. This is where you can't get lost in this moment if you're Peter Avalon. Oh, he just received some kind of signal to Leva. He did some kind of a break gimmick.
Leva Bates, his fellow librarian, is
See? Resorting to cheating.
she's going to hand Avalon that book. But no, waist lock.
Standing switch, roll up.
Roll up by Avalon. 1, 2, no! Avalon very nearly crashed into Leva.
No books tonight.
But luckily, Luchasaurus was right there.
Careful those horns.
And now Marco.
Oh, hey!
What the hell?
Was that his first kiss?
It very well could be.
He looked comfortable doing it.
Well, somebody got their first in this match.
But look at this.
Sunset
Avalon
flip.
reversing, but no, Jungle Boy pulls Avalon to center. He's got the knees locked up.
Whoa.
Oh, this is it. He calls
Whoa.
the SGS. And he is wrenching on Avalon's neck. Jungle Boy victorious.
Here's your winner by submission, Jungle Boy.
Jungle Boy is brimming with talent.
Tremendous job right there. Good match. I got to tell you, your buddy, well, not buddy, I mean sarcastic Avalon, he had a good showing, even though he lost the match.
And look at this, Taz. Break it down for us. Well, not the kiss.
Oh, I'll break down the
Let's
kiss.
just talk about the
So you
S.
see.
Well, that's where the lips locked.
That's the lips locked. He grabbed her by the face, and she's shocked and appalled.
Look
But
at this.
Just grapevine those legs up, India Death-like type thing, and just kind of
Wow.
a quasi-arch back to the side.
Wow. I could not duplicate that if I tried.
You got to be flexible as hell to do that.
He calls it
Well-
the SGS. Jungle Boy victorious here tonight
I will
on
say-
AEW Dark.
I'm not sad that Peter lost, but I'm happy that Jungle Boy won.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
How awesome is this? We're going to get to see a member of SCU and Christopher Daniels in action right here on Dark.
The The following contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing 180 pounds, Serpentico.
Well, Serpentico made his AEW debut last week on Dark Taz. Unfortunately, he was unable to notch a victory, but he still looked impressive in his first outing.
No, he did. He definitely did. I mean, he's going to have a tough outing in this outing, if I could say outing one more time. He's got his own gimmick spray. But anyway, he's going to deal with a seasoned pro who's world renowned. So good luck to Serpentico.
Serpentico.
Exactly. Exactly what I was saying.
And his opponent, representing SCU from Southern California, weighing 240 pounds, the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels.
Well, you're exactly right, Taz. Serpentico is gonna have a tough one against the ring general himself, Christopher Daniels, the Fallen Angel, part of SCU, and one of the most respected members of the locker room here in AEW.
Yeah, no, listen, he sure is. Daniels is. I know Daniels a long time, you know what I mean? And he doesn't know this, but I never really liked him personally.
Who do you like?
Not many. but he's definitely a tremendous, star for a lot of years in the business. And he's paid dues and he's worked real hard. I respect that. I just don't really like him personally. I'm just being honest.
Sure, okay. When are you ever not honest?
I just wear my emotions on my sleeve. So, that's the thing. See if Daniels can get out of this predicament here where he's caught in a 2-on-1 situation. 2 hands on 1 wrist for those people that don't know what that means.
I thought you were going to say that Christopher Daniels wearing his emotions on his sleeve because he's not.
He has no sleeves. That's a good observation. That's why I like you.
Appreciate it, man.
You're one of the only guys I do like, to be honest with you.
And Serpentico in a 2-on-1 situation of his own, but you could see he's hand fighting with Daniels, trying to loosen that grip on his wrist. Rolls through, rolls back, kips up, and now takes the wrist of Christopher Daniels.
Yeah, this is where Daniels, being a veteran, he doesn't rush into nothing. Now he's caught in a hammerlock. He reaches over to get head control, and he's out into a side headlock takedown. So, good job right there.
Daniels so fluid.
Sure.
Just a beautiful transition there. And Serpentico, he had a little high grip on that headlock, almost like he was trying to damage the ear of Daniels.
Yeah, you could lose a guy's head. You could slip off the headlock if you're
especially a
bald
head
guy, right?
And Daniels, though, deep arm drag, and now has the left arm of Serpentico isolated.
That was like shades of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat there. That was a pretty deep arm drag. That was well done.
Yeah, from way downtown.
Yeah, nice arm bar.
And Serpentico, though, feeling like he's in a disadvantageous position, backs Daniels into the corner. Daniels, though, goes under the legs of Serpentico, and another arm drag.
This is just perfect physical storytelling and physicality by a veteran in Daniels. He's just working that arm and just goes back to that arm bar, out of the arm drag. It's perfect, and it's just well done. Anytime you watch a seasoned pro wrestler,
Serpentico, jumping knee strike, has Daniels reeling. He's against the ropes in the corner. Digging right hand to the midsection by Serpentico. Serpentico goes up and over the top of the Fallen Angel. It's the ropes with Daniels there. Beautiful leg lariat, Taz.
Yeah, no doubt. Great height right there for a guy who's been wrestling as long as Daniels. His body, he's always in great shape, keeps himself great condition. Got great vertical leaping ability right there, as we saw. Look at that backdrop. Great job.
Hoists Serpentico high and brings him down hard with that back body drop. And now Daniels.
Hey.
Well, now a little bit of an exploder-style suplex.
Yeah. Well, to me, that's really called a high collar, Tazplex. But I'm just speaking on behalf of how I did it. But somehow the name Exploder came into play years after. I don't know how, but
well, it was Jun Akiyama.
Right. Thanks to him for stealing my gimmick. Actually, I stole
he
it. He
predates you.
He did. Yes. Listen, that's a good
I'm sorry.
point.
I'm sorry.
I was going to give credit where I stole. I stole it from Hase, Hiro Hase. That's where I got it from, to be honest with you.
And though Serpentico turning the tables on Christopher Daniels here, he's got Daniels reeling a little bit, going over the top rope into a foot stomp. The pullover stomp. Covers 1, 2. Didn't hook the leg, Taz.
No, yeah, you got to try to hook the leg, especially with someone like Chris Daniels. Just a jack. You hear it all the time. You got to hook the leg, hook the leg. The reason why you want to hook the leg is that helps pull your opponent's body weight towards his shoulders, lower body weight towards his head and shoulder, which stacks him on the back of his head and shoulder to pin him. That's why you always hear announcers say, you got to hook the leg. That's the reason.
It's a fundamental mistake by Serpentico. Wow. And Daniels with that STO takes him down. And now just laying in some right-handed jabs to the jaw of Serpentico.
Yeah, I would call that an Osotogari. That's what it is, you know, but in the sport of judo, it was well done. I mean, just really in that, just tilt the word backbreaker. He's saying time's up. Dunsky here. We're done.
A backbreaker now. Daniels plants Serpentico down. He's looking at the corner. This could be the best moonsault ever from Christopher Daniels. Cover 1, 2, 3. That is it.
Here's your winner, Christopher Daniels.
I'll tell you, this SOB don't age, man. He just he does that best moonsault ever. I've seen him do that for years. I've called it for years, and it just doesn't change. Look at it.
It is picture perfect. And Taz, I think the real story might be, did you see that look of intensity in the eyes of Christopher Daniels? It seems like he's found some extra fire.
Yeah, he's definitely locked and loaded. He's motivated. I agree with you. You can see the eyes. You're right. There's definitely a special type of intensity right there in Daniels' eyes.
Christopher Daniels victorious here tonight on AEW Dark. The team of Joey Janela and Sonny Kiss reunite here on Dark to take on Brady Pierce and John Skyler.
The following contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Columbia, South Carolina, John Skyler. And his tag team partner, from Charleston, South Carolina, Brady Pierce.
Well, Taz, both of these men, John Skyler and Brady Pierce, making their AEW debuts. And Brady Pierce, a tall drink of water.
Yeah, he's got a face. He's got kind of has like a smug smirk on it. Looks very annoying. He's got like an annoying face. Easy to hate a guy like that. And those boots, but I digress.
And their opponents, introducing first, from Jersey City, New Jersey, the Concrete Rose, Sonny Kiss.
Well, Taz, it was a few months ago that we saw this New Jersey connection come together on AEW Dark. Sonny Kiss and Joey Janela, great to have them both back here tonight in action.
Yeah, they want to know as a tag team, I believe. So, you know, that's impressive, right? As a team, building some chemistry.
I mean, if we've learned anything from Brandon Cutler and Peter Avalon, a win is hard to come by here in AEW.
It's a big deal.
And his tag team partner, from Asbury Park, New Jersey, the Bat Boy, Joey Janela.
Well, spent a little time in my career in Asbury Park, and it's not exactly a nice area. Let's put it that way. So Janela fits right in.
It's
he's doing.
It's no Ozone Park.
No, it's definitely not no Red Hook. And there's the big pyro that Joey Janela has. It's amazing.
Joey Janela probably bribed the pyro guys.
I got to get his agent.
But Sonny Kiss and Joey Janela, this very unlikely duo, coming together back in action in the tag team division, looking to keep to their winning ways.
Joey Janela had he took it off. He had a bandana. He's got a bandana stuck in his hair, a la Captain Lou Albano, like it kind of reminded me of.
Yeah, I was actually just thinking about the rubber bands on his face.
The rubber bands on his face. He's got to put some conditioner in that hair, Janela, but...
I mean, the humidity is brutal here in Jacksonville. Collar and elbow tie up, Brady Pierce backing Sonny Kiss to the corner. And boy, those boots are something, Taz. You're right.
Yeah, that's a heat seeker right there, buddy. I mean, you know what? I mean, let's see what the kid has.
Oh!
He might have lost those pearly white teeth he had. That was some shot by Kiss.
Sonny Kiss wasting no time laying in a big right hand, but now ducks the clothesline attempt. Kick to the midsection, doubles Brady Pierce over, and Sonny the running boot landing in the split, and Brady Pierce on roller skates.
Sure is, and Pierce, though smart, he reached right away. Once he got caught in that 2-on-1, he reached for his opponent, but to no avail. Kiss was smart enough to bring him towards the corner of Janela.
And Janela, I mean, that bandana tied into his hair is very distracting.
Referee Aubrey, she's got to maybe take that.
It could be knotted up. Oh, there, finally, thankfully.
There's still something hanging from his face.
Oh, no, just threw something else out. Oh, back elbow takes Pierce off his feet.
He's got all sorts of stuff hanging off his body.
Janela looking like a wild man here.
He's got like barnacles on him, like a ship.
I think that was a flashing elbow. I mean, the Keiji Muto-esque flashing elbow.
I think you're right.
And Janela now hitting the roof. Oh, but John Skyler putting the knee in the small of the back of Janela, but Skyler gets knocked off the apron for his troubles. Janela.
Whoa, watch out!
Building up a head of steam and coming in with the clothesline.
Just got, I think,
blind tag there by Sonny.
Kiss tagged in.
Brady Pierce,
wow,
gets laid out on the corner, and Sonny, that cartwheeling, that front round off handspring into the axe kick only gets a 1 count.
Pierce, this young man's tough. I mean, because Kiss and Janela.
Sonny came in hot on that one, man.
Sure, no doubt.
Sonny looking like he has not missed a step in the layoff. He was unfortunate. Watch, take another look at that. Just
that axe kick type of motion down into the abdomen of the spread out Brady. Oh, wait.
O'Connor roll.
Illegal.
Skyler, got the blind tag. Janela was unaware. And now John Skyler laying in some right hands to Joey Janela. Skyler.
My man came in hot. Just talking loads of smack.
Double Irish whip into the corner. Brady Pierce and John Skyler showing some great tag team chemistry here, Taz.
Yeah, they show. Oh, wow, the long-legged young man Brady Pierce just kicked the face off of Janela.
And now Pierce going up to the middle. Moonsault press, nobody home. And now Skyler, I think he's regretting tagging out.
Yeah, I mean, you see here this kick to the face of Janela was well placed, perfectly done, but you got to do a lot to wear down a Joey Janela. Sonny Kiss realizes Janela's in trouble and needs to get in this match, and here we go.
Janela makes the leaping tag. Sonny comes in, as does John Skyler. Whoa. Sonny goes through the legs of Skyler. Oh, wow. Beautiful drop salt there, and a jumping back elbow. Sonny Kiss is looking great in this match, Taz.
Sonny Kiss, insanely, underratedly athletic and explosive.
The TRS takes down John Skyler. Sonny off the back of Skyler with the leg drop. Great elevation cover. No, Brady Pierce there breaking up the pinning predicament.
Tell you what, Kiss and Janela are in for a fight here.
Yes, John Skyler and Brady Pierce did not come to mess around. And now the bad boy tags in, but nope.
Joey Janela, directing traffic.
The concrete rose. Sonny Kiss goes over the top. Pierce catches the boot, goes in. The low drop kick. And now, look at this, Sonny Kiss.
Hell? Watch out!
Oh, the tope suicida from the bad boy. Yeah. Sonny Kiss, though, held the ropes open. And, oh, no, look at this. The Kiss my sass on the top rope.
That's what you get from with a couple of guys from Jersey. That's what happens. I'm telling you.
Look at Joey Janela really splitting the uprights.
That could have been a problem.
Or I guess the downrights there. Yeah. And Sonny Kiss with a
look at Janela.
And Janela, the elbow drop covers. 1, 2, 3. That is it.
I'm a bad, bad boy.
Here are your winners, the team of Sonny Kiss and Joey Janela.
Well, that was a high-impact tag team match right there. I'll tell you what, sitting 2-0 now, 2-0, I should say, as a unit. Janela and Kiss. Look at that pose. All righty then.
They remain undefeated and impressive outing, no matter what, for the Jersey boys.
Yeah. Tag team action here, man. We got Kip Sabian with the lovely Penelope Ford and Jimmy Havoc in tag team action on Dark.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from Richmond, Virginia, Tony Donati.
He's got some badass music, this cat. That's pretty cool.
Bopping along.
Damn.
Could replace Judas as the #1 song in AEW.
Tony Jones. That's not his name.
No.
And his tag team partner from the Butterfly Garden, Fabu Andre.
Well, Fabu Andre making his return to AEW. Hopefully this outing is a little lengthier and a little better in the result category than his first one when he ran into John Moxley.
Yeah, that's never good when you're running into Mox, for sure. This guy's a very interesting individual. That gap in those teeth?
From the Butterfly Garden, Taz.
That's how they do it. That's what happens over there.
And their opponents, introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Penelope Ford from Gorleston, Norfolk, England, weighing 218 pounds, Superbad Kip Sabian.
Well, in Tony Donati's first match in AEW, he faced Kip Sabian in one-on-one competition. Unfortunately for Donati, he came up the short straw that night, but
yeah, well, when you're dealing with Superbad, when you're dealing with Kip Sabian and lovely Penelope Ford, it's just tough. It's just tough goings. And now you bring out their friend, Jimmy Havoc. Oh,
and it's going to be even tougher going. And a very, very unlikely trio of Jimmy Havoc and Kip Sabian alongside Penelope Ford, but they've been effective. They've been really showing that they're a force in tag team wrestling.
And his tag team partner from Camden Town in London, England, weighing 14 stone, Jimmy Havoc.
Well, you see right there, Jimmy Havoc's record in 2020, 6-3, you know, which is nice in itself. But I like them as a team to the point you just made. That's Calvin, Kip, and Jimmy Havoc. I like what they bring. I think they have a good cohesiveness, and they're just ruthless SOBs, which I think is great. It's a major thing you need to be a winner. You got to be mean. You can't be nice and have fun and have more friends to be successful, in my opinion. And these two guys are mean dudes.
Well, Havoc and Sabian, we've talked about it before. They complement each other so well.
Whoa, see what I'm saying? You got to be mean.
Havoc's the smash, and Sabian's the flash, and now Fabu Andre is just getting brutalized by Jimmy Havoc right here.
Whenever you're dealing with someone with two last names, it pisses you off. Either your name is Fabo or Andre.
Oh!
Right? You got two names. You got bit on the face. See that?
A chunk of his face removed by Jimmy Havoc right there. Fabu Andre might need some plastic surgery to go along with his dental work.
Dr. Britt Baker could help those gappy teeth, and then he's got to find someone who does cosmetic work on the facial area. That's all. It's simple.
Now Kip Sabian tags in, but Andre's there.
Yeah, nice drop kick.
Drop kick, but right into Havoc, who tagged himself in and just bull rushed Andre with that elbow strike. Tony Donati looking on the corner.
Yeah, if I was Tony Donati, I might not be in a rush to get into this match to deal with Kip and Havoc.
Yeah, Jimmy Havoc, one of the most creatively sinister members of the AEW roster.
Yeah, he's a master of joint manipulation. He will take a pinky, a thumb, a wrist, and snap it with no remorse.
Andre steps up with the tiaras, takes Jimmy Havoc over. Havoc a little disoriented for a second with the bandera. Sends Andre up, and now Andre coming off the middle rope, crossbody. Havoc kicked out before a cover was applied. Great ring awareness there by Jimmy Havoc. He dodges out of the way, and a big right elbow strike rattles Andre.
Yeah, Andre was a little overzealous and got caught with that uppercut. And here, watch out.
Jimmy Havoc charges in, nobody home, but Kip Sabian right there to help his partner out.
Great 1-2 punch. Havoc misses, and Kip capitalizes. Great stuff. Great teamwork, good stuff.
And Sabian boots to the midsection, repeated shots. And Wow, Sabian.
Cut a promo on him.
Yeah,
Stomp him.
Showing some aggression there. And Havoc helping out in the corner. Tag out, Havoc back in. As Rick Knox admonishing Tony Donati. Donati not doing Fabu Andre any favors there. As Havoc once again.
Biting his forehead. Just like, that's the thing, so unorthodox is Jimmy Havoc. He would just bite a dude's face with no problemo.
Sending on, I think
Penelope.
now just sledgehammer shots across the back.
She is just a Hellcat. What a sweet girl. Look at her.
And we'll see Penelope in action later on tonight. But right now, she's given a very big assist to Havoc and Sabian. And Tony Donati, Taz, has still not tagged in this match.
And that's good if you're Tony Donati. He's fresh and he's safe. You know? This Fabu Andre is really just getting tore up, man.
Manhattan drop.
Oh, my God.
Sabian and Havoc, the running boot takes Andre down. And now Kip Sabian, very cocky pin. Andre able to kick out.
Flexing, what a foot on a man's chest. Kind of hooking a leg. You don't see that much.
Le Champion-esque.
That's a good point. See how Kip keeps his back to his opponent's corner? That's the key to preventing, you know, the man to tag his partner in. Good job by Kip Sabian.
Doing a great job of cutting the ring in half right across that hypotenuse.
Oh, we've seen this before. The field goal Jones. We've seen this.
And then tease him up.
That's got to be good.
And they're tracking it. Oh, wide right, says Rick Knox.
Is it wide left or right?
Fabu on. Oh!
The eye poke. That's legal.
That is legal.
Legal eye poke.
Cover, lateral press, 1, 2. No, 2 count.
Very innovative, right? Jimmy Havoc puts his fingers near the man's pupil area. And then you have Kip kick him in the back to force his eyeballs into Havoc's fingers. It works.
And look at this. Andre being choked by his own hair. And he is,
split open.
Yeah, that kick might have, actually, no, it wasn't a kick, it was the bite. That was the
bite,
teeth of Havoc, yeah. But, oh,
God.
Big right elbow. Havoc goes for the acid rainmaker. Sent into the corner, but Sabian got the blind tag there. Now, Fabu Andre escapes underneath and goes over the top of Sabian, and now Tony Donati.
See what Tony's got.
Oh, ran right into the boot of Sabian.
And he got shut down. Oh, maybe not. Look at this.
Nope, Donati. Some right hands. He's got Sabian reeling, but Sabian standing switch reverses. And just gut wrenched him over the top of that German suplex.
Yeah, pretty decent German right there. He popped his hips pretty quick. Didn't have enough to bridge, and you saw Havoc just landed hard. He fell off the apron. He got drilled there.
Tony Donati goes underneath. He's got Sabian. Oh, look at that. He had the arm captured behind the back. 1, 2 count. And Taz, that's an easy way to separate the shoulder.
You snap an elbow, break a guy's shoulder, and you see Fabu Andre's face is all split up from getting bitten up. Not by mosquitoes, by Jimmy Havoc's teeth.
And now Kip Sabian with Donati. Oh, that twisting neck breaker. Tony Donati looking for a tag, but nobody's in the corner. And Jimmy Havoc charges in, ran right into that back elbow. Oh, the lifting uppercut.
Oh, man.
And the running Death Valley driver. Now Sabian headed up to the top. Diving foot stomps.
God.
Just like a bolt of lightning from the heavens. Now Havoc.
They're not done. They're not done.
Oh!
Now they're done.
The drop kick, Michinoku driver combination. 2, 3.
Here are your winners, Kip Sabian and Jimmy Havoc.
Well, Havoc and Kip now sit at 2-1 as a tag team, which I think is impressive in itself. I mean, I'll tell you, they're mean as hell, they're nasty, they're motivated by the lovely Penelope. I mean, you can't go wrong with Superbad.
And they actually pulled out an old classic there, an homage to one of the great British tag teams, the leaders of the new school, that finishing maneuver that Marty Scurll and Zack Sabre Jr. used to use. And they picked up the win right there. And Taz, you are exactly right. Jimmy Havoc and Superbad Kip Sabian are on a roll.
It's exactly what we need.
The big, bad, nasty one himself, Wardlow with MJF. Wardlow in one-on-one action.
The following contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Washington, D.C., Grimm.
Well, Taz, this man cuts an imposing figure, and he is looking very intense, making his AEW debut here tonight, but he's going to have his hands full.
Not just intense, but I believe he's grim.
He actually strikes me as a little bit more morose.
Okay. He strikes me as the guy who's in trouble. A lot of trouble. Look who's in the face here.
And his opponent, being accompanied to the ring by MJF from Cleveland, Ohio, Mr. Mayhem, Wardlow.
Well, Wardlow, you see that 3-1 record. He made his in-ring debut a couple months ago on Dynamite in that steel cage match with Cody, and it was a wonder that Cody walked out of that match alive.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, he impressed a lot of people, did Wardlow. Most importantly, and the only one he really has to impress, that's MJF. And I know for a fact MJF's very impressed with his guy Wardlow, who watches that man's back, MJF. So, by the way, on a side note, I want to tell you, you people, okay, on Dynamite, you, Shivani, and Ross, you guys are a little stiff on my man MJF. A little stiff. You guys say some mean stuff about him, and it's out of hand. I'm surprised at you, by the way. The other two guys, I'm not surprised at, just to tell you.
Taz,
yes.
You don't know MJF like I do. He is...
No, I actually know him very well, but go ahead. Look at the power, though. Jeez.
Oh, Wardlow just hoisted Grimm up and planted him down.
He's busy texting. He's probably texting me right now, MJF. No, he's probably texting the stock guy.
And now just no, the markets are closed. It is.
Well, I'm just. It doesn't mean he can't be friends with the guy.
Okay, that's true.
Still be friends. I mean, you know.
Wardlow throttling Grimm, driving a shoulder into the midsection. And that lifting uppercut just took Grimm off his feet.
Well, these two men are similar in body weight. Grimm's around 280, and Wardlow, I believe, is at 277. But Wardlow is just so thickly, muscly built and just loaded.
Wardlow, a completely different animal.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt. And the intensity level, and someone like MJF motivating him with MJF's money.
Yeah,
okay.
And I think for MJF, money well spent.
Sure. I mean, yeah, it's smart. Look at this.
Grimm, he threw a haymaker, but it looked like Wardlow just ate it for lunch. And now continuing to drive the shoulder into the midsection of that uppercut. I mean, for a man of Grimm's size to have one shot like that, drop him down to a single knee, there's a lot of force behind that.
Well, Grimm's had a hard time just getting out of it in the box against Wardlow. Wardlow keeps the intensity up. Oh, that was smart. That was a good roll out of the corner by Grimm. Let's see if he can capitalize if possible.
Splash in the corner. Wardlow shoves him out, but Grimm comes right back with the running back elbow strike.
You can't pull him out by one back of his head, my man. You can't do that. You can't expect you're going to move Wardlow like, look at this guy.
Oh, Grimm.
Oh, that wasn't smart, I guess. I
went up
to put him over.
The middle rope, and Wardlow with the waistlock and the German suplex. And MJF saying, wrap it up.
Tough to do that when you got a guy in midair. You have him waist locked. His hips are really high in the air, and then you back arch and throw him, and he lands on the back of his head, and that's what happened to this gentleman named Grimm.
Well, not only that, but you have 280 pounds coming at you, and you stand your ground, you catch, and then you dump him on the head for the suplex. But right now, Wardlow's got Grimm up on the shoulders, and he hoists him, but no, Grimm escaped. He was looking for the F10.
That shocked me. I'm a little surprised at that, but he was able to get out of that F10.
Grimm at the back door, and there's another spear in the corner. Wardlow driving his shoulder into the midsection. And now...
That's it. There's the direction right there from MJF. Enough playtime. Let's go.
He gets the signal. And just Grimm driving, or Wardlow driving that knee into the face of Grimm. And
knocked him out.
Paul Turner has stopped the match.
A pin cover would have just been, you know, fundamental.
Yeah, redundant.
Here's your winner by knockout, Wardlow.
Very impressive. He just knocked out Not that dude with a knee, man, that knee strike he does as he's pulling the guy off of a goozle right there out of the corner.
Looks like Wardlow and MJF. Wardlow and MJF not done yet with Grimm. He's up on the shoulders, and now, the F10 just sent him for a ride.
Almost snapped his knee. That was pretty cool.
Wardlow and MJF on a rampage here tonight on AEW Dark.
Wardlow, always impressive. Look, MJF's impressed, and it's tough to impress MJF. Boom Boom himself, Colt Cabana in action.
Coming up next on Dark.
The following contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Atlanta, Georgia, Lee Johnson.
Well, Taz, AEW is no stranger to young athletes with a tremendously high upside, and Lee Johnson fits that bill to a T.
Yeah, but he's 0-7. So why am I? Everybody's so impressed with this young man. Why? Why do I need to be impressed with him? He's lost to MJF, Brody, Mr. Brody Lee, Wardlow, QT Marshall. QT Marshall.
All right, well, I can't argue with that one, but for only 2 years in this business, at 22 years of age, he's got a lot of potential.
No.
And his opponent from Maxwell Street in Chicago, Illinois, Colt Boom Boom Cabana.
And by the way, I did notice that Cabana, he waves and says hi to you, but not me. You know what, Colt? I don't like you either. Don't give me no thumbs up. He's giving you the thumbs up.
I believe it was directed at both of us.
No, it's not. He don't like me, and I don't like him, and that's fine, too. But Lee Johnson, I understand. When I hear potential, the first thing that jumps out to me is, well, that means someone says they have potential. That bothers me. It's like, well, that means, I'm not saying this about you, Excalibur, but it's like that means the person is not good enough yet. I mean, then why are they here? You know, like, so, I mean, he's 0-7. He's a young athlete. Yeah, I understand it. He's got a great future. He's also got opportunity. He's got to try and make it happen now and get a big upset over Cabana. That'd be impressive.
Well, that's what it is. It's the potential to score an upset victory. He's got the tools, but you have to remember, Lee Johnson, only 22 years of age, 2 years in this sport of professional wrestling against a seasoned veteran like Colt Cabana.
With 2 years, he's definitely has potential.
Well, thanks, Taz.
You got it.
As Colt Cabana taking the arm of Lee Johnson.
Now, of course, Colt Cabana's got to shake hands with the guy because he's got to be disingenuous, as he always is.
Colt Cabana, one of the nicest men in professional wrestling.
No, he's not. He's got everyone fooled, like Shivani. Shivani's the same way, and that's Tony, not Shivani. But he's got good control.
I thought you were talking about Lois. Oh, but spins.
I heard she might be a bigger heel than Shivani, but that's a whole nother story. But Cabana in control of Lee Johnson.
Sounds like I'm going to let you take shots at another man's wife.
Oh, but Tony just, whatever. Anyway.
Lee Johnson and Colt Cabana back to square one here. Colt showing the early technical advantage, but Lee showing off his speed there. He goes underneath. He has Cabana in the waist lock.
I don't know why Cabana's not getting any wrist control. I'm a little surprised at that, but he's pretty confident.
Okay. Oh, that's why he is very confident, because I believe he laced his boot behind the ankle of Lee Johnson. He tripped him out.
A little old school on him there.
Ripcords him out, sends Lee Johnson into the corner. Lee goes up and over the top. Cabana, holds out his boot.
That works.
But now, drove Lee Johnson down. Brings him over the top into the cover. 1, 2. No, Lee Johnson. He fell for the bait. Cabana extended his boot and then used his own body weight against Lee Johnson.
Yeah, he did. Again, you're giving up. If you're Lee Johnson, you're giving up just so many years and years of experience to a guy like Cabana, and Cabana's just toying with Lee Johnson, almost like a big cat would toy, with like a ball of yarn, if that's what real cats do, toy with. Real cats.
Cabana has both arms of Lee Johnson captured.
Look, Cabana always got to look at the camera and smile. He knows where the camera is all the time. Wrestle your match, Cabana. See, I'm getting all
Getting fired up, yeah.
Yeah, he gets something under my skin a little bit.
And now Lee Johnson, though, trying to escape out the back, but Cabana has the crucifix. 1, 2.
I tell you.
And now the cover, pinning predicament. Lee Johnson able to kick out. Cabana once again extends the boot, and he brought Lee Johnson in. He rolls him up the cradle.
Yeah. Cabana's got this kid just, he's all over the place. You know where he is right now because Cabana's just 50 steps ahead of him.
And that's the technical advantage that Colt Cabana brings to a match like this. Cabana spent so many years traveling around England on those campground shows, and just ran right into that chop. But that experience in England really helped with Cabana's catch grappling style.
Yeah, and you could see it. Some shot. I mean, that was a chop. That sound like it's just like an M80 went off. I mean, that thing was like boom.
I think Cabana even surprised by that. He's telling Rick Knox to check on Lee Johnson. I've never seen a match ended by a chop.
That almost did.
I have seen a match ended by a back rake, Taz. Lee Johnson showing off his agility, leaping over Cabana, hits that drop kick. Cabana a little staggered and a quizzical look in Boom Boom's eyes. Lee Johnson dove at the corner, but Cabana with the flying apple. Just pops Johnson on the top of the head, laying in some rights.
Bringing those shots right now.
And he's gonna flip, flop, and fly. And now Cabana has Lee Johnson all hooked up in the Billy Goat's curse, and he has forced Lee Johnson to submit.
Here's your winner by submission, Colt Cabana.
You know, I give Colt a hard time out here. I know him a long time, and the more I get to know him, the more I don't like him more and more. But he just gets better with age. I mean, he looks smooth as silk out there. He took a young man with a couple years experience and schooled the hell out of young Lee Johnson. He really did. He was just so many steps ahead of the guy. He's very impressive by Cabana.
Bell to bell, impressive performance for the victorious Colt Boom Boom Cabana. Super bad Penelope Ford with, of course, Kip Sabian will take on Kylan King coming up next.
The following contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Plainsville, Ohio, Kylan King.
Well, Kylan King making her AEW debut tonight. She is she's somebody that comes in with a great training resume. Billy Gunn speaks very highly of her, and she's going to have an opportunity to prove that praise is in the right place tonight against Penelope Ford.
And her opponent, being accompanied to the ring by Kip Sabian from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Superbad Penelope Ford.
I'm a huge fan of Penelope Ford. I mean, she just screams superstar. Super bad. See what I did there. But she is just a star, and she can get it done in the ring. She's sitting right now at 3-4. I believe her record in 2020, I believe, is 3-2. I think that's it. Yes, I memorized these records, as you know. I'm very good at that.
I know you do.
Yes, she's unranked, unfortunately, as far as a contender for the championship. But I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Kip, and I'm a fan of. Well, you can see Kip's a fan of Penelope. They recently got engaged, right?
Yes, they did.
Isn't that nice?
It was a seaside proposal. Kip Sabian.
Oh, by the ocean they did it.
Yeah, by the ocean.
By the river or lake or the ocean? Open bay, open. What are we looking at?
I did say it was seaside, Taz. So.
Oh, open.
By the ocean.
Open ocean bay. All right, yeah. Well, King has definitely a size advantage. I'm looking at probably, I would say, probably around 7-8 inches, maybe a 55-pound weight advantage, possibly. Just looking.
That did good.
It's a good
My
estimate.
eyes,
It's a good
yeah.
estimate, Taz.
Thank you, buddy.
And now collar and elbow tie up. Penelope Ford coming in, but Kylan King actually using that height advantage.
Yeah, you're right, and that's the key, especially when you have control of an arm. You know, it's you have that height advantage. You have leverage on someone if you can get control, and that's get control with a side headlock on Penelope. Penelope's smart. She's not rushing into nothing. You know, so This is so early in the match here, so you want to feel out your opponent.
Good fundamentals being shown there by both women, but Kylan King in particular, only 2 years of experience inside the squared circle. But she is she's proven herself to be fundamentally sound here. Maybe that praise for Billy Gunn, rightly so.
Well, it's a couple of standard switches right there. You might want to get your hand a little deeper into the inner thigh. When you do that switch, you can switch a little quicker on it.
Oh!
Whoa! Wow! King running right through Ford.
Explosive shoulder tackle there. Takes down Penelope Ford. And now she's jaw-jacking with Kip Sabian on the outside.
She's a strong athlete, a strong young lady is King here.
And she's got Penelope up in the vertical suplex and dropped her down, letting all the blood rush to her brain. And the cover, 1, 2.
Now, I know some people who know this young lady, and they say that she's the queen of crazy, queen of the crazy, I believe.
Who are those people?
I just got a text. I can't name some of them, let's put it that way. But I know people who know her.
Shot to the back, and now Penelope Ford is...
Wow.
Oh! She's doing a little jaw-jacking of her own, getting right up in the face of Kylan King.
Kind of like a soft-talking jaw-jacking.
That's right.
It's more like, you know.
And actually, I mean, that's almost even more intimidating.
It is. Well, Penelope's a lady. That's why, okay? She's a lady.
She likes the finer things in life.
Yes. She's not a screamer. She will stomp on a woman's sternum, but she won't scream at her.
Right. Like ladies.
Yes. Ladies that are tough. See, she's just
and now,
speaking to her. She said to Kip, please come over here and make out with me while I strangle this woman.
And now sharing a tender embrace.
Tender embrace?
An embrace of the lips.
Yeah, it was like, yeah.
And Kip actually, I believe, is wearing 2 sets of sunglasses on the outside. As Penelope takes Kylan King over the top. Cover, hook of the near leg.
Nice cover right there, but Kip's on the outside. He's got 2, you're right, he's 2 sets of sunglasses.
He's got Penelope sunglasses and his own.
Dude, anything he does is cool. That's Kip Sabian, bro. That's his gimmick.
Are you going to start wearing 2 sets of sunglasses?
I should let him.
You know what I mean? This is ridiculous. Posey, sort this out, son.
I like how he does the English accent. Perfect.
Yeah, it's almost like he was born there.
I should let him use my glasses. He'd have a trifecta of sunglasses. But I will not do that. My glasses are a lot of money. Thousands of dollars. Look at this. Penelope just pressing the back of the head of King.
Into that middle turnbuckle. Referee Mike Posey admonishing Penelope to get out of the corner, keep it clean. But, oh, she ran right into that shot to the stomach. A Kylan King. And I think Penelope did not appreciate that, laying in some big sledgehammer shots and then a stomp to the chest once again.
Yeah, straight stomp right on the chest. You can see King really felt that. Look at Penelope.
Penelope, just a vicious look on her face.
Yeah, she's just mean as hell.
And now, once again, just trying to choke the life out of Kylan King.
She enjoys that, does Penelope? Yeah, she likes, she likes to hurt people, and that's her thing. She's a beautiful girl who likes to hurt people.
Oh. Back elbow there by King, though, has Penelope staggered. She charges in, but King shoves her off. Up to the middle rope, and then the drop kick, sending Penelope Ford across the ring. Kylan King.
Here comes King. She's coming in hot. Whoa!
But Penelope able to dodge out of the way. And now Penelope Ford back. Handspring elbow. Kylan King in trouble. Penelope Ford coming off the ropes into the cutter.
Oh, wow.
Cover. 1, 2, 3. That is it. Super bad. Victorious.
Here is your winner, Penelope Ford.
Excellent job right there by Penelope.
And
real good.
Kip Sabian returning that engagement ring.
Man, they really kiss a lot.
And look at this, Penelope Ford coming off the ropes into that cutter. And that was the end of the night.
Pulled it, just completely yanked her face into the mat. Oh my God.
Well, Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford never get tired of kissing one another, and Penelope Ford not tired of winning inside the AEW ring. The best friends Trent and Chuck Taylor alongside Orange Cassidy will take on Alan Angels and Sean Dean coming up next.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, 100 proof, Alan Angels.
Well, Taz, we've seen a lot of Alan Angels over the last couple of weeks, and he's been athletically impressive, though still winless in AEW.
Yeah, he's been getting some tough draws, but to your point, he's shown a lot. So let's see if he can show a lot in this tag team contest here. And as his partner is about to come out.
And his tag team partner from Chicago, Illinois, Sean Dean.
That Captain Sean Dean has also looked impressive. He had a great matchup a couple weeks ago with Ray Phoenix. It turned a lot of heads, but again, a tough draw.
Yeah. I mean, and I've talked about this in the past, the Captain, that moniker, that nickname stems from his time in the U.S. Navy.
And their opponents being accompanied to the ring by Orange Cassidy, Chuck Taylor, and Trent, Best Friends.
Best Friends have been on a roll here in AEW. They are currently the #1 contenders to Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page's AEW World Tag Team titles.
The Orange Cassidy was kind of a little perplexed by the lighting and the smoke. Putting his hand.
I think he thinks it's too much. Wow.
Yeah, it's probably too much.
He corpsed. Send for the man.
It's unbelievable. Dude is out there. You see Chuck Taylor doing some unique stretches, almost like an aerobic type of stretching.
Yeah, he's a real big proponent in bodyweight workouts.
Yes. He did some kind of a quick stretch that you'd see maybe folks do in aerobics classes in the late 80s.
I believe in jazzercise.
That too.
Chuck Taylor and Sean Dean to start the match. Taylor doing a little advertisement for shopaew.com, wearing that Best Friends shirt. Trying to get those royalty checks.
Yeah, well, himself a hammerlock on Dean, and Dean had tight elbow to get out of it.
Taylor was able to shove him off, but a little bit of a salute there. Dean goes over the top. Taylor, though, leapfrog up and over, arm drag. Sean Dean taken off his feet by the drop kick from the Kentucky Gentleman.
That was fun.
Taylor brings Dean over to the corner. Trent tags in. Irish whip into the rope.
Angels is legal right now. I believe he tagged himself in. It was
I'm not
quick.
sure. Did he make the tag or?
I thought he did, but I guess he didn't. It looked like he tagged. He reached. I don't know why he reached over and touched the guy's back. I don't know why he did that, because he looked like he tagged him. Did you see it? I know I saw it.
I saw him reach. I didn't see the contact.
We got a replay. They said no.
Well, then he tagged, and so now he is the legal man.
He's legal now.
So it's a moot point.
I told you. I'm just ahead of it. I'm just ahead of everybody. You understand? My brain just works so quick. Nice drop step from a go behind by. Oh, look at Trent. Nice job.
Oh,
a little spin drill action.
Getting slapping Angels. Oh, but Angels fires back with one of his own.
That might not be the right guy to slap there. Trent.
Low kick. Couple shots there from Angels. Went for the high roundhouse, but Trent.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Just paintbrushed him.
Man, from Strong Island, you can't play around with those Suffolk County guys.
Step up enziguri there by Angels.
You know about Suffolk County?
I do know about Suffolk County. It's insufferable. Wow. Big clothesline.
You know, on the island, it's called Scruffick County. I'm not kidding.
I didn't know that.
Blue collar Jones, very blue collar.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah, I'm just,
I got a little trivia for you. Did you know that Bryce Rumsberg has the exact same set of tattoos as Alan Angels? Northern Light suplex 1, 2, 2 count only.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so there you go. You taught me something, I taught you something. Orange Cassidy, really
chilling.
Yeah, I mean, he's... You might not know this, Taz, but he's actually in fourth gear right there. That's as fired up as he gets.
Yeah, he's just...
But Alan Angels with the waist lock, dragging Trent over to the corner.
Just preventing Trent from getting Chuck into the match. It was a good job by Angels.
And, you know, we're having a little fun. We're joking around, but this is a very serious match for Sean Dean and Alan Angels.
I'm very serious.
I know you are. But, I mean, a victory here over the #1 ranked tag team, or the contenders in AEW, would be a huge upset. And really, I mean, their stock would shoot through the roof here.
Yeah, it would, but it's going to be hard. I mean, look at you're dealing with best friends. I mean, Trent and Chuck Taylor, you know, what they bring to the table, you know, their experience, their cohesiveness. Look at Angels.
Angels going over. Wow. Over the top, courtesy of the captain, Sean Dean, into Trent.
An upset.
Covers.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Oh.
Only a 2 count, and Angels, once again, showing some great tag team instincts, dragging Trent over to the friendly corner, or to the waiting arms of Sean Dean, or the waiting boot of Sean Dean.
Yeah, and they're, what Orange Cassidy was doing, he was counting on the steps. He was banging. He was banging. Yes.
Either that or he was mocking the speed of Bryce Remsburg's pinfall count.
Or Bryce's physique. He's mocking that.
Oh, Trent going off the top rope and plants Sean Dean. Orange Cassidy. This is 6th gear for him. And now,
nice.
Oh,
nice.
Trent plants Angels.
I saw that coming from a mile away. Nice back throw right there by Trent. Good job on that suplex.
Tags on Chuck Taylor. Chuck Taylor. That WalkingShopAEW.com advertisement.
But Angels built up some speed. And this guy just a modified power slam there.
Instead of bringing him over the top, he picked him up, spun, and drove him down. Angels, though, using his speed to escape the corner, but Chuck Taylor, rising knee strike, catches Angels on the ear. Big pescado there by Chuck.
Taylor.
And now Chucky T.
You can stay right there. Just get this.
Oh! Sent into that spear by Trent.
Again, that's that cohesiveness I was talking about with best friends, man. They're just one step ahead of each other, and they know each other's offense so well. Oh, look at Angels.
Great.
I
was going to say great agility shown by Angels, but a power bomb counter by Chucky T just flattens Alan Angels.
Well, the Angels sits around $175, and it's tough when you're dealing with someone a lot bigger than you. And Chuck, who's over 215 pounds-ish.
And you got to give the people what they want, Taz.
I stepped on your gimmick. I apologize.
It's all right. I got it in anyway.
You talked right over me. How could you get it?
And now Trent has Angels hooked up. The strong zero. And that is it. The best friends with a ton of momentum here.
Here are your winners. Best friends.
Orange Cassidy seems really impressed, kinda.
Orange Cassidy, I think he's got an Uber waiting.
Why is Bryce, our referee, telling Orange to come back? I'm a little confused. Is he the manager of what is he doing here?
What Orange?
He didn't win the match.
Let's take another look at how the best friends wrapped it up here tonight. That strong zero, that combination foot stop crunchy. They put away Alan Angels.
It's basically impossible to kick out of that. And your whole body weight is on everybody won. They all won. Bryce won. It's tremendous.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us here tonight on AEW Dark. Don't forget, tomorrow night on Dynamite, live on TNT at 8/7 Central, we will have a Battle Royal. And the winner of that Battle Royal will get a shot at the TNT Championship. You don't want to miss it. So thanks again for joining us. Good night, everybody.